Hello and welcome. As you probably guessed, I am MotherAzure, but you can also call me Maria, and we're again with another pick card. So again, this one's a little bit different. I'm doing a lot of different things on the channel, and also that I uploaded this Sunday, but that's not gonna be like a forever thing. This was just this time because I didn't have time to record one for Thursday. So my fixed days are still Thursdays. So here you may notice that I have 4 options. Instead of 3 as usual, and I'm showing you a card. Now the reason that this is here, and I'm explaining this before I show you the cards more closely because this is important. I'm gonna be using a spread that I made up. I'm not sure if it's already been made up, but it just popped up into my head with the help of one of my decks, and I'm gonna use it here. So this spread is gonna be about it's gonna help you gain clarity in a situation. This is going to work best if in your situation you have 2 options. For example, you could be thinking about, let's say, 2 people or 2 jobs, or just 2 options that, let's say, like about moving forward, staying right where you are. It's going to work for either of those because I'm going to be using 2 cards for that. But it's up to you. Apply it, take it as a resonance. I'm going to try to not be too specific because I want you to use your intuition, because that's what the High Priestess is. So all of these cards are different High Priestesses from different decks. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for pile 1 you have the High Priestess from the Light Seers Tarot. For pile 2 you have the High Priestess from the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. This is absolutely one of my favorites. Actually, she reminds me a lot of the spread. You're gonna see it with these 2 paths here, but I didn't do it because of her specifically. For pile 3 you have the High Priestess from the Arcana Tarot. That's the name, Arcana Tarot. It's from a game. I really like this deck and I got it as a birthday present. And then for pile 4 you have the High Priestess from the Revival Art Tarot. These are all paintings. And if I remember correctly, this painting is a painting of Mary Magdalene, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. So another thing about the spread before I let you go, please bear with me, is that this is not going to be a set in stone answer. It never is with general tarot readings, and even with personal tarot readings you still have free will. But the thing with the High Priestess is that the High Priestess is not gonna tell you what to do. She's gonna show you both sides of the equation, and she's gonna show you something that you're not seeing about the situation. Okay, but it's up to you to choose. So whatever information you come across here is to help you make an informed decision, if that makes sense. To help you tap into your intuition. So because you here are going to be the High Priestess, regardless of whether you are a female or a male, it doesn't matter. So you may pause the video right now to pick your pile, and I'll see you whichever you choose. Hey, if you hit pile 1 with the High Priestess from the Light Seers Tarot, there's your reading. Now I'm going to place her right here. She's going to be here. I'm going to be shuffling on camera. So this spread, it's going to work like this. I'm going to give you, there's going to be 1 card here and another here. That's going to represent the 2 sides of the situation. One option, it's going to be here, the other's going to be here, the one path here, the other path here. I actually named it path in my spread, but it's going to take it as it resonates, apply it to your situation. And then on top here, I'm going to have a card which is meant to be something that you're not seeing about the situation, but it could also be, let's say, like a clue on how to choose. But remember, she's not going to tell you what to choose. I also have 2 oracle decks which I am going to use. One of them is an affirmator deck. It's not an oracle, but I use it as an oracle, something that's going to help you maybe to make this decision, or just another reading that your guides want you to know. And the other one is the Angel Answers oracle, which sometimes has direct answers, but we'll see what comes up. So there's your deck. I'm going to get you your 3 cards. I will pull clarifiers if I need them. But I don't know if I will. We'll see. So 3 cards. So can you give me a card for path 1? For pile 1? And because you're here with the High Priestess, I definitely recommend you use your intuition as much as possible with this reading. Work with me here. So you got the 2 of Wands for path 1. And then can you please give me one for path 2? Not pile 2, path 2. High Priestess. Cards represent path 2 of pile 1 situation. And you got Knight of Wands. 9. I said Knight. It's 9. And let's get a card on what she. I don't know if you're a woman. I'm so sorry. Because I'm seeing the High Priestess, I said she. Something that pile 1 is not seeing about their situation, or anything else you want to add here that they're not seeing for whatever reason. And you got the Ten of Swords. Okay, hold on. So, oh, yeah, I was gonna say that I felt like showing you the bottom, even though I'm not gonna take out the bottom card. I don't think I'm gonna need any more cards here. But I felt like showing you this one, and you got the Death card. This card specifically says Death, Rebirth. I pretty much think that, yes, you chose this this High Priestess, but you also chose the deck, and there's a reason for this one. This is the only card in the deck that has an alternate name. So this one is called Death, Rebirth. So there's a huge transformation here. So you're probably stuck between two very life-changing choices, obviously. So this is not like a regular, I mean, it's not, most people consult tarot for more difficult decisions, but a lot of people still consult tarot for more, what I'm gonna call trivial decisions that you could make yourself. So maybe because you want just the universe's perspective, right? But this is like a very serious thing for you. And I can definitely tell because of the wands here and the swords. So this is like a very serious matter to you. And with this Death card, it's a huge transformation. So whatever choice you make, it's meant to change your life. Or because of what I'm seeing here, you got this Two of Wands here in path 1, and the Nine of Wands in path 2. The Two of Wands, it's not exactly moving. So this is like kind of being stagnant. Well, the Nine of Wands is also kind of stagnant in a way, but the Nine of Wands has done, it's someone that has already gone through the whole suit almost, and they're almost at the Ten of Wands, right? So I'm going to move that over here because I'm not going to keep this one. There we go. So for your first path, so this first choice, or this first option that you have here, it's the option to stay right where you are. And I'm hearing about waiting for something better. So I don't know if what you're waiting for, maybe you haven't taken that first step because you think that maybe it's not going to be exactly what you want, or maybe you think that if you wait a little bit more, you may get a better option. So we have the Wands here. So this could be, wands represent a lot of things. One of them is creativity, so this could be related to your job or something that you do as a passion project. I'm actually hearing right now something about maybe you, this option is about maybe not starting a project right now and waiting to do it later, because the Two of Wands is usually just someone, contemplating. They have the globe right here and they're not doing anything, they're just looking out the window, right? So you're kind of choosing between this and this. And like I said, the Nine of Wands is still someone that's not exactly moving. But in this deck specifically, the representation of the Nine of Wands right here, she, this woman right here, you don't have to be a woman, she is incredibly confident here, which I'm gonna, if you compare it to this one here, she looks very contemplative, like she's just looking onward, she's not really doing anything. Maybe she's kind of just letting things move on their own, because after the Two of Wands, you get the Three of Wands, which is the ships coming in. She's just kind of waiting for things to fall into place. Well, the Nine of Wands is someone who has already been to battle, right? They're tired, but they have already been moving forward, right? This could also be talking about, like I said, the Wands represent creativity in many ways, but this could also talk about passion. When we talk about passion, it could be basically anything, but sometimes people associate Wands with relationships, specifically sexual relationships. So I'm gonna go into that for a second. So you could be choosing between two people if there's like a relationship kind of thing. It doesn't have to be romantic. Maybe you're just interested in someone and you want to just check things out, but maybe you have someone already. With this Two of Wands, of course, you have the choice between someone that's kind of familiar to you here, that you've known for quite a while, or like expecting or between choosing to wait for someone new, right? So whatever that is, you have to choose between kind of like waiting, just not doing anything right there, and doing something about it and then waiting, because I feel like this could also be related to your manifestations. Because here, the big difference between these two that I'm seeing is that the Nine of Wands already took action. So she's not really moving. She's not doing anything really. She's just kind of waiting there with her wands, but she already got her wands, right? So she already did a lot of things. So it's kind of like you debating between just waiting exactly like that or moving forward and doing something and then, you know, resting. It's kind of like doing what you can do in terms of doing taking charge of things that are in your control versus just waiting for the universe. One is not better than the other. They're just two choices, right? So what the High Priestess is saying that you're not seeing here with Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Swords is an ending, so it's a completion. The Ten of Swords is usually a more negative card, but as someone that really relies on the imagery, this card, for me, it's pretty positive. But this signifies an ending. So I'm seeing here with this is a 9, this is a 10, right? So it's like the 9 is like 1 away from 10, obviously. So what you're not seeing about the situation right here is that maybe the situation you are in is not completely pleasant, and that's why you are not sure where to go. So you're not sure that if you move or whatever choice you make in this situation is gonna really let's say, how do I say this? It's like you're very guarded about this. It's like I said, it was like an important thing with that death card that showed up that I felt like showing you. How do I say this? It's like you're maybe not moving forward completely, and maybe that's why your two choices are these two cards that are just kind of like not moving, because you feel that if maybe you don't have a choice to simply move forward. So what you're not seeing here, I'm feeling that with this Ten of Swords is like there's a third option here. Of course, that applies to your situation, so take that as it resonates. There could be a third option here that you're not seeing, that you're not considering. So it may be helpful for you to sit down and try to think about it a little bit more, because there could be a third path of sorts, right? So usually this is talking about something you're not seeing, not necessarily a third path, but here it sounds to me like that. Sorry, I'm hearing bells, like jingle bells. I do have music on, but it's not part of the music. It's someone that I passed on, so I don't know if like little bells are a sign for you. I don't know what that is, but like I said, there could be a third option here that doesn't, because if you see that this is like a completely different suit right here, right? This is the suit of swords, these are the suit of wands. So maybe the choices, the two paths that you have here, like I said, the ones are passional. They could be very emotional based, so they could be a little bit impulsive, or if, like I said, maybe you have two people. When I talked about two people, that it could be like a sexual kind of thing, or just a very passionate relationship. You're kind of like you're choosing because of how they make you feel, or how you feel with them, because it's very strong. But maybe what you're not seeing here is that you need to sit down, and maybe the decision will come to you if you let your head cool down a little bit, right? So if you think about it more rationally, the choice will become more obvious to you, right? So, but also here with this Ten of Swords, like I said, these two are not moving. The Ten of Swords in this card specifically, it's about moving on to something else. So even though these are two paths of what I would call waiting, this is still like moving on. So you have that option of choosing to not choose either of these two, right? But like whatever you choose, it's still gonna lead to an important transformation. This is just up to you. So your best decision here, your best option here will be to sit down and think about this rationally, with a cool head, and obviously using your intuition, because we do have the High Priestess here. I mean, she's the star of the show. before making these two, because these could be very passionate and very abrupt in a way. And if you're worried about making the wrong choice, it would be better if you sat down and, you know, thought like, I was gonna say thought like the King of Swords. You know, he's very level-headed, very calculating, because this is an important decision, and doing it on a whim is not really gonna help you, right? So let me get you an affirmator, maybe one or two. Let's see how many come out. So maybe this could be just like an additional message your guides have for you, the universe has for you, or they could be related to this. We'll see. These are just affirmators. I got this at Target. They're so cute. I really like them. This is like a little unicorn. Felt like saying that, so maybe that's a sign for someone. Let's see. Oop, there we go. So we got options. Oh my god. So you got options. I mean, this is about options. Okay. So you got, I'm gonna read that to you. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potatoes. So I really like this because, like I said, here it felt like there's a third option that you're not considering, that it's really a possibility here. And maybe that third option that you're not seeing right now is the best decision for you. But that, again, it's up to you. But you have like, maybe you feel like you don't have a lot of control over the situation right now, because, you know, the two cards are about waiting in some way, because, I mean, she's not moving. Again, she's not moving. She's just there. There's nothing indicating movement to me here. So maybe that third option is the you realizing that you have the ability to move, that you don't have to be stagnant, you don't have to wait, right? Because she's closing her own cycle, so she's leaving with the birds. So let me get you one of these. This could be, because these cards do have yes or no in them, you may want to ask a yes or no question. Maybe a yes or no will come out, or maybe something else. But I'm just letting you know, because I'm not sure what's gonna come out. There are different cards. Oh, you got one already. You got peaceful resolution, and I'm actually gonna get one more for you. You got peaceful resolution. So peaceful resolution to whatever this is. There's gonna be no trouble, so don't worry about the. I mean, it's an important decision, so I was gonna say don't worry about the outcome. Do worry about the outcome for you, but you don't have to worry about it being messy. That's the word that came to mind, messy. Let's see, what card is this? You're ready, right? So again, that's what she's showing to you, that there's this third option. You don't have to keep waiting, so you're ready to make this choice, whatever it is, even if it feels very important. I'm hearing something about someone going to college, so if you're going to college, maybe you're choosing between two colleges and you're like, I don't know which one to choose, so I'm just going to choose whatever. They're saying that you like you can do this, like remember that usually you have more options than there seem to be on like first glance. So really the best advice is giving you right now is to sit down and think it over, because there are options that you are overlooking, so you don't have only these two. Okay, so these are shorter, so that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST and occasionally on Sundays. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do all of my updates over there, occasionally some readings. And if you want to buy me a coffee or just donate to the channel in general, I have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description down below. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you. Bye bye. Hello, Hippie Pile 2 with the High Priestess from the Force of Enchantment Tarot. This is your reading. So to explain the spread real quick, I'm gonna have two cards which are gonna represent one path and the other path, or one option or the other option. Whatever makes sense here. I explained a bit about it in the beginning, so if you didn't hear that, do go back, because I'm not gonna explain all of that again. There's gonna be, I got stuck for some reason because I noticed something, so I'm gonna show it to you real quick. There's gonna be another card here which is gonna show you what you're not seeing about the situation right now, or just something that's gonna help you make your decision. What I saw that made me stop in my tracks is that this card is reversed, this is the Nine of Swords reversed. So you could be coming out of a period of I didn't see that here. I don't shuffle reversals into my deck whatsoever because I don't like to. I don't read reversals unless they do this. You you could be coming out of a period of deep anxiety, but it's like you're coming out of it, but you don't really. It's like me saying that. It's like, okay, I don't feel better. Like I feel kind of like at my worst, so I'm not seeing that happening. But you are. I'm gonna just put it back. I'm not gonna put it here. I'm gonna let them come out like they're supposed to. Oh damn, I suck at shuffling sometimes. God damn. Okay, so let's get path 1 for pile 2. Path 1 for pile 2. Or like I said, you could be just coming out of a period of anxiety in general, or in, you know, sadness or something like that. Just in general, you don't have to. Maybe you don't feel like you're worse. Maybe you are coming out of your worst right now, and you feel yourself coming out of it. So you got for the path 1, you have the Weaver of Spells, which is the pardon me, that is the Queen of Wands. And I forgot to say that in this deck, she is called the Wise Woman instead of the High Priestess, but she is the High Priestess. Let's see for path 2. Ooh, you got the 7 of Wands. And then what they're not seeing, please, High Priestess, because I look at it with the other name and I get confused sometimes. So let's see. You got the Lovers. Can you clarify that, Lovers, for me? I'm gonna put clarifiers if I need them, because I'm not sure what the Lovers mean, because the Lovers, they literally represent an option. you know, apart from like love and all of that, they also represent a choice. So can you please clarify that, Lovers, for me? The oldest one, which is the Hierophant. I'm just gonna smooth you down a little bit, High Priestess, excuse me. Okay, I guess it's kind of difficult here. I don't have that much spacing here, so let me see that. There's something here. So you have path 1 and path 2. The fact that they're called path 1 and path 2 is not because one is better than the other, or like one is just present, past, future. No, they're just two options in general. I simply named them 1 and 2 because I go from left to right, you know. So what I'm seeing here specifically, like you got two major arcana here as what you're not seeing. So I'm gonna address them later. I'm gonna talk about these two first, because what I'm seeing here is that you have like the option of it's, how do I explain this? The 7 of Wands is also someone that's on their own. They're not doing anything with anyone else. In fact, they're fighting a lot of people at the same time. There's something in here about going your own way, and you know, it's not staying where you are. It's like how do I say this? It's so difficult to explain what I'm saying in my head. So you know how in the 7 of Wands you have someone just on top of all these wands, so like being on top of the issues and all that, but there are wands, so there are other people or other things in their way, and they're just trying to overcome, right? But this Queen of Wands, she is you know, on her own. In fact, she doesn't even have a wand here, but she is content here. She is I like to see this one as manifesting specifically, but she's in her power right here. Okay, you don't have to be a woman. So there's an issue here about staying right where you are and continuing to fight. That's what I was trying to get at. Even if they're not related to other people, continuing to fight, or just walking away from the issue altogether. I feel like both options seem pretty like attractive to you right now, and that's why you're exactly where you're not choosing either of them yet. But this situation, it's like there's like, it's more like an inner conflict, and this is interesting because these two are ones as well. Like in pile 1, I got these two cards were ones as well. I said 1 and wands. English is so fucking weird. Anyway, with this oldest one right here, which is the Hierophant, you even got the Lovers here. So again, like I said, the Lovers is a choice. But what I'm seeing here with the Lovers, which is the number 6, the 6 is about kind of like harmony. So I feel like what's gonna help you you know, understand whatever is happening here better, or pick one choice, or you know, choosing your next steps, or whatever you're doing with this, what's gonna help you pick one of those, or whatever this is, it's harmony. Like, where do you feel the most fulfilled? Like in your heart, like choosing with your heart. So kind of like following your heart, right? That's what I'm seeing here. And with this oldest one, it's reminding me kind of like the perspective of your higher self. So because of whatever these are minor arcana, so minor arcana tend to represent like everyday life issues, while the major arcana are more like life, it's kind of like life scale important events, right? So this is reminding me a bit of your higher self. So instead of looking at this situation with your ego, which the ego isn't bad, I'm just talking about this from like a spiritual standpoint. So instead of looking at this with your ego, you need to kind of like what's going to help you is taking a step back and trying to look at it with your heart, like with you, an open heart is going to help you. It's what's going to help you move forward here. I'm actually going to clarify this too, because for some reason I'm just confused with this reading. So I mean, that happens sometimes. So let's get can I get a clarifier for path 1? I didn't do this for path 1. So you got the 3 of Pentacles, and then please clarifier for path 2. You got the Page of Cups. Okay. Now that's interesting. So remember how it says something here about other people? Like there were kind of like other people involved. So what this Page of Cups, he's a page, right? No, he's not the page, he's the knight. My apologies. So with this Knight of Cups right here, because I remember these have different names and I got confused for a second. There's something like very infatuating about this part right here. So these other people, or whatever these challenges are, it's like it feels like almost addictive in some way. So this could be a literal addiction, though it doesn't have to. And also an addiction, it doesn't have to be like smoking and like drugs. An addiction could be like overworking yourself, like being addicted to working, like being a workaholic. It could be about an addiction would be anything that is unhealthy for you that you keep doing. I'm just gonna put it like that, right? So there's something about this option that's more like attractive because it's addictive in some way. It's not an option specifically. It feels like more of a facet of the situation. While in this part you have the 3 of Pentacles, which the 3 of Pentacles is more rooted in the physical. So this is like more real, but it requires more work. And maybe this, for me, it's kind of teamwork in a way. As in the 7 of Wands, like I said, it includes other people for me as well. So maybe this is kind of like an opportunity to be in your power, but it's kind of like you have to be in your power in order for this to not feel threatening, whatever that means. This one is a little bit confusing for me, and I don't know why. I'm gonna get your affirmators, which these are just affirmation cards, so they're not an oracle. And I have another one over there. So please give me one of these for pile 2. This one is so strange to me. It's like I can't seem to grasp the situation, even though this is here. Like the point is for me to give you clarity, and I'm not actually getting the situation myself. So this is like pretty complicated for me. I don't know why. If this is not your pile, like just pick another one, to be honest. Because I feel like if this is your pile, whatever I say, even if I'm not making any sense to myself, it's gonna make sense to you. But if this is not for you, it's just not gonna make sense, period. Because I am confused. Ooh, no, those are too many. I'm just gonna take at least just one for pile 2. But there's a lot here about following your heart, like following, maybe you need to work on your heart chakra. So maybe like I said, what you're not seeing here, like with this higher self here, is like you're not looking from the perspective of your higher self. You're looking from the perspective of your earthly self. So from your ego, from a place of maybe even trauma responses, or just like I said, with this addictive thing here that came up, you could be looking at it from the point of view of someone who has like some type of addiction to doing something, or something like that. So let me get one for pile 2. Well, you got 2. So, I almost messed that up. So you got personal growth. As I move forward, as I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. So again, like this part about the confidence thing, like I said, this feels like kind of more addictive here for some reason, and including other things that are kind of like obstacles for you that you want to keep on fighting. But this is more like walking away, but not walking away in a I give up kind of way. It's more like walking away in the sense of maybe you are how do I say this? Abandoning an old approach with this personal growth here. And then you have peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. These are really funny. So with the heart, I like that the heart came out, because that came out like with your heart chakra kind of thing. But like the main thing that you're not seeing here, that's being like you're maybe not considering right now, it's your like where your perspective on whatever this is coming from again. So let me get one of these. You could ask a yes or no question here, and a question that could be answered with the yes or no, because these cards do have yes or no, but I don't know what's going to come up, so we'll see. Just ask it just in case. You may get a direct answer, you may not. We'll see. No, that's a no. Okay. Do you want to give me another one for pile 2? Trust. No and trust. So there's definitely like a negation here about something. You know how some people say that like God's rejection is God's protection or something like that? You don't have to be Christian. There's just something that's coming up to me. You got no and trust. So this no, this specific no card, it's not like a no. It's not like a not right now. This is a no, like a definite no here, because there's kind of like an angel here, and he is pointing this person toward the other way. Like, you're not coming this way. I'm blocking the way. You're not coming this way. You're going that way. So with the obstacle things, like if this is something that you've been encountering a lot of obstacles with, and you feel like the need to keep going or being resilient, maybe this is about you accepting that maybe this is not the option for you, or maybe this is like this is not for you, period. Something that doesn't like, no, it's like something that's not for you, like that's it. You're saying trust, so maybe like I said, you're doing this because it's more addictive, or maybe you feel like it's the right thing with this Knight of Cups, or maybe you feel good with whatever this is, but they're saying like no, that's what we're putting obstacles in your way, because you need to trust that this is not like the right thing. This could be a person, because we do have that Knight of Cups right here, but they're saying, yeah, like here with the Queen of Wands, this is like a confident person working their magic, right? But she's like in tune with her powers, okay? So maybe what you need here the most, like I said with the trust card, is like trusting that these obstacles that they're giving you, it's for a reason, but also that it's also kind of like a lesson about walking away when you are being shown that it isn't the right thing for you at that moment. Because with that personal growth here, I really don't take this card lightly, even though it's, pretty funny kind of thing going on with this card, but I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. So it's something if it's falling away, like I said in the beginning, and you keep kind of like fighting it, versus just, you know, being relaxed and just letting it go, just letting, you know, seeing where it goes on its own, and you don't have to keep fighting it. Maybe you just have to take a more passive approach here. But again, applies to your situation. Like I said, this one is definitely not going to resonate with you if it's not exactly for you, because it's such a confusing reading, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's a confusing reading for me. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope this made any kind of sense, because I'm honestly not sure. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST and occasionally on Sundays. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because I do all my updates about the channel over there. And I also post some readings. If you want to buy me a coffee as well, or, you know, donate to the channel, I do have a my Cash App and my Venmo in the description down below. I wish the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you. Bye bye. Hello people, 3 with the High Priestess from the Arcana Tarot. This is your reading. This is the third time I tried to film your reading, because I kept getting like this very conflicting and like hard to interpret messages for some reason, and I had to restart because I thought that maybe it was just not me being in the right mind space. So I actually did pile 4 before yours, because I had to stop and take a break from this one, because I don't know where your situation is, so we'll see. So we got one, maybe I'm gonna get 1 card for path 1, another card for path 2, and something you're not seeing about the situation. This could be 2 options, which is most likely what they're gonna be. So path 1, you have the Hierophant. I'm gonna move that down a little bit, and may I get 1 for the path 2. You got the Page of Swords, and what they're not seeing about the situation. The Strength card. Interesting, because in one of the times that I remade this, this one came out already. So I'm seeing something like the first thing that I'm seeing here with this. This is like the strongest energy here, because it's a major arcana. So for path 1, there's this energy of rigidity here, because with the Hierophant, I see the Hierophant as you know, following the tradition and rules and standards and all of that. And which is with this Page of Swords, it feels like a very flighty energy. Of course it's swords, so it represents air, but it feels like nothing set in stone, right? Just movement, like constant movement. And with this page specifically, you know, he is like flying, and in this deck, I think this is the only card of like the court cards that you can actually see the how do I say this, the clouds in the sky. So this one is the only one that I think is actually flying somewhere, and the clouds are actually white, so they're kind of positive here. So there's a thing here about staying like right, it's not right where you are, just following tradition of some sort. While the Page of Swords is someone who is a student, someone who is studying something, someone who has a lot of vision, like a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration. While the Hierophant is more like, this is what's always been done, this is what I've always done, and it's gonna kind of like stay that way, because he is like tradition. He's the Pope. He carries on from his predecessors, even though he brings in new things, right? He's a very he's an authority figure. Well, like I said, the Page is more like a student, but like an apprentice. So it's kind of like the complete opposite here. So you could be like between a choice about doing something or being with someone, because I remember this is like a complete general reading. I have no idea what your exact situation is. I'm going to try my best here. So I'm trying to cover like the possibilities. So this is either about someone or something that you have to do, which that is powerful in the sense that it's coming from generations before them, and something here that's like it carries tradition in some way. So something that already has a set of rules. If this is a person, it's someone that's probably older, someone that is well established in life. They're pretty set in their way, so they're not someone who's like kind of very flexible. Well, in this other side, we have the page, which is who is a student, full of ideas, like seem like the philosophy student, right? So this could be someone, if it's a person, it could be someone who's younger. Like I said, kind of like full of life, full of ideas, wanting to explore the world in some way, but who is not very reliable because he's very flighty, like I said. If this is something that you have to do, it's something that you are new at, something that you are an apprentice at, so you don't have a lot of experience on it. And people before you, maybe people in your family, don't have a lot of how do I say this? They don't have a lot of experience with, right? So we're not seeing about the situation. You have the eight of nothing. This is a strength card. It's number 8. I was gonna say the 8 of Pentacles, which is so fucking interesting, because I mean, it came to mind. The 8 of Pentacles is like hard work, like mastery. With the Strength card, really what the High Priestess is saying here, that if you feel inadequate in some way for either one of these options, even though it's more likely that you feel inadequate for this one, it could be the other way around. It's talking about that in the sense that what the High Priestess is saying, that you have kind of like the ability, the intellect and the strength to tackle whichever you choose. So don't choose one option, or don't choose something or someone just because they challenge you, right? You're being kind of like invited to look a little bit deeper with a little more vulnerability, looking a little bit harder inwards, right? Because the Strength card is like, it's a lion, obviously. But for me, the Strength card also talks about vulnerability, because in my opinion, being vulnerable is probably one of the strongest things you can do. But with that 8 of Pentacles that for some reason came to mind, it's like to not be afraid of taking this route because you don't have any experience with and because it's new, or with one person who is younger and more full of life, because you feel like they're maybe not reliable, that you wouldn't be able to be a good counterpart for them if this is like a relationship thing. And to also not shy away from this, because maybe you don't think that you can live up to the standards of this position or this person or whatever this is, okay? So there is that. I'm not gonna ask for clarification, because every time I ask for clarification from the High Priestess, she just confuses me more, and I feel like that's very High Priestess of her. She's like, use your intuition, bitch. So I'm gonna get some affirmators for you here. This may help you in your path. Again, this are gonna be shorter readings, and then I'm gonna get an Angel Answers Oracle for you, okay? So let's see. Let me get one or two of these. One. Well, I'm gonna get just one. You didn't have to be so extra with this one. Okay. Sorry. So you got positive thinking. I'm not taking all of that. That's too much. So you got positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy. Seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to the jealousy and resentment patch. I am a pretty badass mind gardener. Like I said, it's like maybe not you feeling inadequate with either of these, and it's coming from, how do I say it? It's not insecurity. It's more like a feeling of maybe not being good enough. And what the High Priestess is saying, like we're not seeing about this, is that you are 100% good enough and that you have the ability to do this, okay? So you might want to take a second and ask a yes or no question with this deck, because this deck does have yes and no answers directly. I can't guarantee that one of them is going to come up, because I'm not going to pick them out. But just in case they do. And they also have like timing and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm going to get 2 of those for you. So just think about that for a second if you have a question. Let's see. For some reason, I was gonna say I saw so this one says let go. I saw like this Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if it was a movie or if it was a series, but it's like very fucking old. That came to mind for a reason. Not the Disney one. The it's like with like real people. So you got let go, and then again, this could be related to this or not. This could be just anything else as well as this one. It's up to you. I like that. Of course it's up to you. It's your decision. Okay. I'm hearing, because I have a playlist on, and I didn't know what the songs were, but I'm hearing the song from, what's her name? Sleeping Beauty, like the song she sings to the prince. It's like, Once Upon a Dream, is that the name? Something like that. I'm hearing it. I don't know why movies and shit is coming up, but we'll see. And I want one more for you for some reason. Oh. This one I say yes or no. I know because of the color. So, you gotta know. This one, did this one come out already? I don't remember. So, you gotta know here. So, this is a no to a question that you asked. It doesn't take away from the fact that it says it's up to you, though. So I feel like this is not about, this is unrelated to this, because this one says it's up to you. So again, this one is just reminding you that whatever you choose here, don't feel obligated to pick one choice just because someone, let's say, did it before you, or someone is telling you to do it. Check in with yourself, okay? Remember, the High Priestess is intuition, so really use your intuition here. With this let go thing, I feel like maybe the reason that you haven't been able to pick between one of these is because you are too focused on them. So maybe taking a break and stepping back for a second, breathing, and then coming back to the issue, or the decision is gonna clear it up for you. With this up to you, it's kind of like, for me, this card is saying like, there's no wrong choice here. So really, it's up to you. But make sure that you don't choose because you feel inadequate. Make sure that it's like you don't choose one of them because you feel inadequate, like unable to fulfill that or live up to its standards, or just match, or whatever this is. Choose because you are sure that it's that one, because your intuition is telling you that it's that one. Okay, your mind can run pretty fast, so maybe meditating could help you. And with this no card, there's a redirection here, so maybe something. Again, this could be unrelated to this, but if I take it as related to this, to me it feels like, don't worry about, like I said, with the wrong choice, there's no wrong choice. But if there's something that you're doing that you are meant to be doing, you will know, because the universe is gonna scream at you, okay? They're gonna tell you that it's not that, and you're gonna know, all right? So I hope that helped you in some way. Again, I can't give you a concrete answer, or a choose this one or this one, because this is, again, up to you. This is the High Priestess. So that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST, and occasionally on Sundays. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want, because I do all of my updates about the channel over there, and I do sometimes some free readings. I just post readings, okay? So if you want to buy me a coffee, my Venmo, my Cash App are down there. They're never expected, but it's always very appreciated. I wish the best of luck on your journey, and much love to you. Bye bye. Hello, you pile 4 with the High Priestess from the Revival Art Tarot. This is going to be your reading. So for this spread, we're going to have 2 choices. So path 1, path 2, and then something that you're not seeing about the situation for whatever reason. So I'm going to shuffle and see what this is. It's probably going to be pretty vague, like I said in the beginning, because these are meant to apply to a lot of people, like a lot more people than just a general reading. And of course, it's also the High Priestess, so she's kind of mysterious, she doesn't give you like a lot of options. And with the thing that you're not seeing, again, the High Priestess is not going to tell you what to do. She's just going to give you some advice, right? So let's get one for path 1. We got the 4 of Pentacles. Can I get one for the Queen of Pentacles? And what they're not seeing, the Tower. Okay. So you got these 2 right here. Now, that's so fucking interesting. So this is, I'm sorry, I'm kind of, it's kind of funny to me, because this is like the ultimate like divine intervention kind of thing. Because let me explain. So you got 2 here of the Suit of Pentacles. The Suit of Pentacles, it's like the physical, but they represent security in a way. So you got these 2 aspects here. But like with this 4 of Pentacles, this is someone who seems stable. I mean, he is kind of stable, but he's not as stable as he thinks he is. And also the Four of Pentacles, it's quite like I feel like this is a very possessive energy, kind of like a very protective energy, someone who's very protective over what they have, whatever assets they have, someone who's kind of like preoccupied with the more physical aspect of things, while the Queen of Pentacles, it's someone who's pretty secure, which is kind of like the opposite of this, because someone who is secure in what they have, they don't have to worry about losing it, right? So she's pretty secure in that. Now, the interesting thing here is that Tower card that you're not seeing. So the Tower talks about an upheaval, which is not bad or good. It's just a really strong change, right? So even though the imagery, it's kind of, kind of negative, I feel like this is like Pompeii or something. So that's pretty dramatic, right? But it doesn't have to be. But what I'm seeing here is that with this sense of security, like with these two aspects here, this could be you. This could be like a progression of who you are, just two aspects of you that's pretty much still kind of like concerned with the physical, but in different ways, because this is insecure for me and this is more secure. So insecure and secure in their in whatever they have, in whatever physical things they have. So this could be a home, this could be a job, this could be just money, just anything in general. While the Queen of Pentacles is more established and more kind of like nurturing, all of that. But with this Tower right here, the High Priestess is saying kind of like, it's kind of like like I said, it's like a divine, like a test in some way, or just a lesson, that no matter like the security that you feel that you have, you can't stop kind of like the universe or like things that are meant to happen in your life from happening, even if they threaten that sense of security that you have. Now, because I'm seeing this part as more insecure than this one, it's kind of like you have two choices here. Really hold on to this and be insecure in it, like not in it, just in your ability of maintaining it, or having it and treasuring it, but being secure in the sense that that if you lose it, you have the ability to create more or find more. So unlike, instead of two like choices here between, let's say, a career and something else, this is more like an perspective on life, almost kind of like two ways that you can approach an issue. Maybe this Tower is not something that's going to happen, maybe this is something that happened, and now you could have kind of like this insecurity or just fear of things going bad, because something happened once and it took away your security in a way. What am I hearing? It's kind of like, here's something about an offer. I don't know what the offer is. So maybe there's an offer here, like a material offer. So this could be, again, like money, or just a new job opportunity or something like that. I'm going to be shuffling these to see what comes up. Maybe you're not sure whether to choose it or not, because you kind of fear, like I said, if you don't feel secure in this, you are probably not going to accept it. If you do feel secure, you will accept it. So it's kind of like you go back and forth between these two. That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. But the Tower, it's like it's kind of like impermanence. There's a card here that's called impermanence. I don't know if it's gonna come up or not, but it's coming up. It's like life changes, so you can't really stop life from changing. You can adapt to it. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, even though she's very set in stone, she's still flexible because she has the ability to create. She is like a mother figure. I mean, all the queens are, but especially this one. So let me get one of these for you. Like the impermanence card is like a ship. So you got forgiveness. It says, congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. So that's interesting. So this doesn't sound pretty related to this in a way, but I assume that is important for you. You're gonna get one of these. These have yes or no answers here. So if you can ask a yes or no question right now. See if it's you know, ask it. See if you get a direct answer. You may get a direct answer. You may not. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I want to get one more. So please, can I get one more for pile 4? Oopsies. Try again. There we go. You got ultimate potential. It says, I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. That's interesting. Because again, with this, it's like a very caged in kind of energy. Well, this energy is more kind of like free. So the ultimate potential here. So that could be, and there's a rainbow. I didn't notice that there was a rainbow. So there's hope here. So if what worries you, if there's something, if it worries you that this is going to happen, I mean, life is going to change either way, whether you fear that change or not. What the best you can do is change your perspective about it. You know how they say that when you change the way you look at things, that things you look at change, that kind of thing that I'm seeing here. So your first card is meditation brings answers. Again, this could be related to this or not, just like general advice here. And let's try one more, please. This is the situation will improve. So like I said, the rainbow signifies like the positivity and hope and possibly new beginnings. I'm feeling like this was a pretty short reading. I feel like I want to draw something else here for you. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna do it. So, any more clarity on this situation for pile 4? So I feel like the message about the tower card thing wasn't very reassuring. I apologize about that. They fell, not because they fell out, they were meant to, it was me. Because these are pretty big, they're pretty big for my hand. So let's let me get one more so I can give you more clarity here. Because I feel like that was kind of like a morbid message from the High Priestess. But I mean, she is the High Priestess at the end of the day, right? Isn't she? They're saying something about your approach to the situation again. So this could be a perspective. So, oof, damn. So whatever comes up, it's gonna kind of like have to do with the approach that you're supposed to take here. Again, this is the High Priestess doesn't give you solutions. It's gonna give you more clarity instead of a solution here. So you got the 3 of Pentacles. Oh my God, there's a hair in my mouth. May I get more? And this is the Ace of Swords. Okay. So, oh, that's interesting. So they even though that card didn't come out, like the 5 of Pentacles didn't come out, they made it pop in my head. So this 4 of Pentacles, of course the 5 comes after. The 5 of Pentacles, like I said, that he's not as accuracy things because the 5 of Pentacles comes after. It's like being left out in the cold. It shows people like in poverty and all of that. But kind of like the approach is like, instead of thinking that all of this that I have, I'm gonna lose it if I don't hold on to it. It's kind of like more of an approach of, if I lose something, I can rebuild it. Like I said that already. But with this 3 of Pentacles, is like having a growth mindset. That's kind of what I was getting at. With this Ace of Swords, there's like this certain clarity. It's like something that maybe didn't make sense before. It's gonna make sense soon. Or maybe you're gonna get a bright new idea about this. And maybe that's the Tower Woman. Like I said, the Tower Woman doesn't have to be a negative thing. It could be just like a huge change, something really big that's gonna shake up your whole world. But it doesn't have to be bad. It's maybe just gonna require you to adopt this growth mindset and get out of your comfort zone a little bit more because of this. So I hope that gave you some type of clarity in some way, because again, High Priestess gives you like advice. She's not gonna tell you what to do or give you a concrete answer, which I kind of found pretty amazing when I did the spread for myself. So I really like that. So that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put on videos every Thursday at 12 p.m. EST and occasionally on Sundays. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want. I do some readings over there. Occasionally they are free. And I do my other side about the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, you know, buy me a coffee, I have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description down below. I wish you the best of luck on your journey and much, much love to you. Bye bye.